Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cloud Native Coffee Hour. I can't believe it's already been a whole week since the last time we did this. Honestly can't. And again, Sam and Dan are here with me. Say hello to the crowd.
Hello.
Hello to the crowd.
All one viewers.
Just wait for him to stream in, Makita.
Oh, it's coming one of these
coming.
days.
Well, I mean, our people work too. You know.
That they do. Okay, so we're gonna keep to it tight. Grizz is here. Hey, Grizz, how you doing, man?
What up?
Today we are going to do just a little bit of cluster maintenance. We have a lot of really good content coming up, but we're still doing prep on that. And one of our master nodes, I do have to work on the YouTube intro, that's for sure.
You mean this one?
One of our, yes, that node right there got busted. Long story short, we don't really know exactly why. It's just won't boot. I mean, the SD card is fried, right?
SD card cannot be read, so that's a giant problem. So we'll see if the rest of the machine is fine. I assume it is. But these
we're gonna fix that up.
Yeah, $10 SD cards. They're gonna fail eventually. We use the hell out of them.
How many nodes do we have in the cluster now?
Might just have to look. 14.
14?
Right there.
14.
Pretty cool.
And 3 of them are Intel or whatever, right? AMD 64.
Right.
The rest are all ARM. Cool. So our control plane runs on ARM. So we're going to replace one of the Raspberry Pis today on stream. So that's going to include doing some flashing of the SD card. We're going to pop that in the cluster. We're going to reinstall K3s with our Ansible script. And in between all those steps, we'll talk about some of the other changes we made, and it's going to be a good time. So, are we ready to get started? Or do you guys want to say anything before we do?
No, I think that's about it.
Great intro.
We'll see if we can get it done. Yeah, that's pretty good summary.
All right, perfect. Let's get started. I'm gonna switch over to the screen share. Boom. All right, so we've changed some things with our cluster. We used to do a kind of a custom auth thing. That was honestly the way to do it for a long time, using like Dex and what's the start with a G?
Gangway.
Gangway, thank you. Dex and Gangway, it was good, whatever. We've upgraded since to Rancher Server, and we've done some streams on that. You can check us out on YouTube. We've done some deep dives on that. But that's our way we auth now. So when McCracken was getting set up for this, he's like, Dex is down. And we're like, we don't use that anymore. So we're first going to walk through Rancher Server to get the kube config, and we'll move on from there. Since I'm doing so much talking, Sam, why don't you take this?
Sure. So one of them icons, boom, that one. Click it. This should be very safe to do on stream because there's nothing in there that we can't share publicly. Rancher reaches out and looks at our GitHub org, right? I believe that's how he set it up. And so theoretically, anyone could have that kube config. And it's not a big deal because unless you're in our org in GitHub, then you can't get in. No, I'm saying that, and we're going to see what happens.
Beautiful. So we downloaded the kube config, moving it to the proper place in the config directory, and it's working.
Very cool.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, come on now. We need to add a label
Jablon.
to this last one. Hey, we need to add a label to this guy.
Do it.
You could do it on the command line like we were used to, or you can come in here and on Rancher Server, you could click the node and just add the label there.
Are we doing any scheduling based on that label, or is that just a fun label?
We are.
So that one is a fun label, right,
Okay.
Nikita? That one we figured out like the display of it is like
The
the
role.
name of the label. There is a different one that is actually architecture.
Oh, yes. Good point. There, yeah, by default, Kubernetes like knows. So I don't know where that goes. There's some kind of code in there that is able to look at all the nodes and just auto determine it. That's the label we're actually using for scheduling Rancher Server.
Okay.
Rancher Server can only run on, well, not it can run on ARM, but it's limited in features on ARM. So we put it on AMD.
I'm guessing it's node role.kubernetes.io.
Right.
That's the
and
one.
So that's the one, and it's weird because what actually shows up when you do a kubectl get nodes or in K9s is the slash AMD 64, not the value of that whole label. It's like the suffix of that superset of labels. Does that make sense? So we wanted to do like architecture, basically what is already there, but it just doesn't show up correctly.
Yeah, so if you want to add the pretty role, you can just add label there. Copy paste the things. Beautiful. Yeah, now in K9s you can probably see it.
Oops. Cool. Oh, look at how much we're accomplishing. We're gonna snowball so much today. Okay. Cool. This guy's dead. I hate seeing it red. You hate to see it. Very good. So we've got the kubeconfig. I've got controller 1's dead carcass and its new brain. We're using 64 gig SD micro SD cards. This is actually a V3 speed as opposed to a V1. I think we have like really dumb ones in all these things, so it's kind of amazing that everything runs. But I bought this, I picked this up for maybe $15, 64 gig. It's a V3, so it's got 100 meg read, 40 meg write. And you think about that, it's like, ugh, that seems bad. Works. It works. And this is a max endurance, so it's going to stand the test of time. Unlike whatever pleb Samsung one we did before. Sorry, Samsung.
Do we write anything though? We don't really write or read data after the OS is installed. Oh yeah, I guess that's.
Yeah, I mean, other than the app, other than the main app. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. It's not like it's super write intensive, hopefully, but it's still a thing. Okay, so
that's a really good point. Okay, I'm gonna think about that.
I know. So when I was witnessing that this SD card is like dead, I started thinking, that's the whole hard drive. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Everything works as well as it does. Honestly, like we're getting away with a lot. Now it's not super robust. Obviously, it's just this, but no moving parts. Just fails over time. Probably heat. I mean, it ran for like 2 years. So I'll take it.
You know what I like about this though? It's proved out in a real world scenario for us, our HA setup.
Yeah.
Because controller 1 is the main node and we just lost it and it's been down for what, a month?
Yeah. Been down for a minute. Okay. I will safely, oh my gosh.
Put it on stream. There you go.
There we go. Hit the keyboard. We will safely open this guy up. Now, I haven't thought about the protocol that we're going to follow here. So I'm used to the old protocol of, hey, we take this thing, we have some Ansible that we use to put some SSH keys everywhere, We might flash a Raspberry Pi Ubuntu on stuff. I haven't thought very hard about the Rancher workflow lately, but I believe it's not that big brain. I believe it's very simple compared to what we used to do. I'm just making a mess. Sam, could you put the explosion when I throw this? Ready?
Uh-huh.
That thing. You do After Effects for me? Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Mark.
He's going to.
I know.
Just wait. It's not gonna be high quality, but it's gonna
My
be
favorite YouTubers do the really corny ones. Okay.
I actually don't think we have to do anything special. I think we just install K3s like normal, plug it into the cluster, and Rancher's like a daemon set, so it's gonna just pick it. I actually don't even think it's a daemon set. I think it's a deploy.
It's an operator.
I'd have to look again.
Right?
It is an operator.
Okay, so we do need an OS
Can't
on
see
this.
Hold on, you know what? I'm gonna make us a little bit bigger while we're talking. There we go.
If I paste it on my greasy, I can just go blink and be like Vision with an SD card. We need an OS on this, right? We got to flash this like the good old days.
Yes. How long does that take?
Not very long. You're gonna find out.
Beautiful.
You showing my
So
desktop? Nope.
Oh, I can. Hold on. Go back to screen share. So we are going to put Ubuntu. Okay.
Yeah, we'll find out. Plug in the thing. I did update Raspberry Pi Imager when I was trying to see if the old hard drive was even going to work at all. So that is up to date. It's the latest version is 173. So we got that going for us. Put away the knife.
Can we take a look just for the stream in the Rancher desktop real quick? Could we take a look at the details of one of the controller nodes and see the version of Kubernetes or the version of Ubuntu? There it is, OS 20.04 LTS. Okay. I think we stick with that. I don't want to mess with a good thing.
Okay. Choose operating system. Sorry, I can't. Can I? I don't know how to magnify this on the fly.
Can you do Control Zoom? Or does that not work?
Control Zoom.
There you go.
Oh, it's been a while since I've done that. Thank you. Why don't we always do this on the stream? This is why you get the big bucks. Thank you, Makita.
You're welcome.
Holy man. I feel so stupid. I've been not doing this for a long time. Can we play games? That'd be cool. Minecraft server?
Let's go.
We want a general purpose operating system, I believe. Last time I checked.
Beautiful.
We want this bad boy here.
Yep.
I wonder if they have no, we don't care. Desktop server. These are 22. 405, so we'll take the next point release. I think we'll be okay.
We want 64-bit though, right?
Yeah. Ubuntu server 2004.5 64-bit.
Seems good.
Okay. Step 1. Storage. There's our brand new card. Love to see it. Step 2 or step 3. Do the thing. Pay no attention to that.
Yeah, we should always do this. This is great.
What's that? I love. Oh, we should definitely always do the Zoom. I thought you were gonna say we should always like do something cathartic on stream. It feels so nice. You can just drink your tea or something stronger like this.
Yeah, I went to you today.
Sam,
It
how's
has
your baby?
been-
You know.
She's great.
Jabon has a question. Wasn't at the start of the stream, are you upgrading your cluster or different storage or other mods? Well, so here's our problem right here. The SD card in this guy used to be controller 1. And when there was a blip in my compound in the house, apparently, which we'll talk about the battery backup, and I won't take it personally. The SD card was unreadable. So I took this guy out, took out the SD card, and I looked at it, looked fine. And then I tried to plug it into anything, and it would not register, it wouldn't read. So, and I plugged this into a monitor, and like nothing would boot. It's pretty dead. So the SD card, which is the hard drive of all of our Pis, including this controller node, which kind of does a lot of work, you know, or Makita kind of had a little stink in there. Hey, what's really going on with the hard drives? It doesn't really do much, does it? Well, it's writing to etcd like a lot, probably. I don't know. It's doing stuff. So that guy's dead, and I bought a new one. I already threw it away. I threw my box away for it, but putting in another SD card. And right now, flashing it with Ubuntu, and we're going to add it to our K3s cluster on the fly. Well, kind of on the fly. I'll go try and plug this in once we get there. But
so yeah,
anyway.
I guess the summary is disaster recovery of a single node in our cluster, existing cluster. So what's to come? We're going to reinstall Kubernetes onto the node and have it rejoin the cluster.
Right, and this node is the red unavailable one. It will hopefully be green by the end of the stream. One SD card went down, correct. The issue was I can't read anything out of it, and it was over a year and a half old. And this stuff is like a $10 card. You know, it's not massive hardware. So I was expecting. I shouldn't even say it, but I was expecting more failures with our stuff. But every time I go into my back room, it's just humming along.
Yeah, we tried to find a root cause, but it looks like it looked like it was just, I don't know, corrupted or something happened to the card itself.
Card died, and strap in. We have massive content for this installation. Huge.
Let's go.
Step 1. Flash Ubuntu onto the card. You can now remove the reader. Remove the reader. I love this reader too, by the way. Boink. And yeah, here's our card. We're using SanDisk 64 V3. It's good. Max endurance, or like, you know, it's the high mileage card. You know, if you're into that. If you're into engines, it's high mileage. Anyway, that's so funny. So we take it and we put it into the thing.
I think you're funny.
Breaking it. Hilarious. That's my kids.
I think Sam just started working on something else.
No, I just got a Teams message.
Ignore it.
That's what I did.
Okay.
Seeing the notification.
I'm not taking you back into the back room, but you're gonna have to wait. But I'm gonna go plug this guy in, and then you guys can talk amongst yourselves while I do that. And I'll probably plug it in the jank way so it's faster. Unless you want me to plug it in the real way.
You mean with the screws and everything?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of plug it in the front, and yeah.
Because
it was in the most inopportune zone. It was like jammed in the middle, so I'll probably have to fiddle with it later.
Yeah,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do
perfect
stuff in the data center.
Cool. Yeah, I really like our rack mount. It's nice, but it's a little tight. It's a little tight, a little inconvenient.
Yeah.
All of those, I guess for those who haven't been following our journey with this data center, they are all the Raspberry Pis have, what do they call them? Headers? I forget. Not headers, shields. I think they call them shields.
Hats.
Right?
You're talking about that.
Hats. They all have PoE hats, so we don't have to power them individually. We just plug them into the PoE switch, and we are good to go. So it's nice and clean that way. Something we did do though, because this Pi went down after kind of an electrical blip from what we can tell, because the whole cluster was jank. Like it was down. The whole cluster went down one morning, and we reached out to McCracken here, and he said that he thinks he had an electrical blip. I think maybe his clocks were blinking or something in the morning. And so that is the only tangible root cause we can get to, is some kind of electricity thing. So we did invest in a UPS, an uninterruptible power supply. And I don't know how long we calculated it would last. I think didn't we think it lasts like 10 hours or some shit?
No, I don't think so. I think like an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I mean, I think it depends. It's hard to know because we have so many different pies. But if they're just sitting there, I don't know.
True. Anyways, so we did that. So that'll give us a little bit of peace of mind. And he's back. He's back.
You know what I found on the way to the data center? I have a bathroom down here too, so I had to make a stop.
Did you wash your hands?
Yeah.
That's not what you're supposed to say.
I mean, no. I'm trying to set a good example for the children.
Okay. Next up.
All right, I plugged it in. Still not ready.
One thought I did have on that. I think we need to remove the node.
We're gonna find out, aren't we? On protocol here.
I think we have to literally do a kubectl remove node.
And then to re-edit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not going to be the exact same node. Might have the same host name.
I think we have to do that before we run the Ansible, too. Because it's going to have the same host name.
Question, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, this is the main controller, so I don't... Yeah, I don't know.
Because I think when you create a Kubernetes node, whether it's a master or a worker, it generates certs that identify it as a unique node, and the node that we're replacing will have different certs than the one we're creating right now. Even though it's going to have the same name, I think it's just going to be jacked. So I think we have to delete the node completely, is my gut instinct on this.
Yeah, I'm just wondering about how it joins if it's the main controller. How do we join a new node as the main to itself?
I think once the HA config is up and running, the main controller no longer matters. I think that main controller only matters for kind of the seed of creating a full cluster.
The bootstrap.
So what are you going to join it to?
Controller 2.
How do you know controller 2's the one? I guess that's what I'm getting at. How...
I think you can join any master node.
Okay.
Because I think when you join, it's just referencing the etcd that's there and all the certs and everything. So
to add a new controller, you can join to any controllers.
I believe so.
It's just script-wise, we obviously create the main controller and then have 2 extra joined to it.
Right. And I think the reason for that is because when you create the main controller, you tell it, hey, you're going to be the main controller. And you have to tell it that because it has to spin up all of the database, all that kind of stuff on its own. And then when you tell it, hey, the next one, you're not the main controller, please copy all of the stuff you need from this one.
Gotcha.
So I think that's the only difference, is you're either telling it to get its identity from somewhere else or to form its own identity, more or less.
Quick question.
Yes.
Are you guys talking about our old install methodology or the new one when you're talking about, having the primary node and all that stuff?
I think we still have that.
You're right.
Yeah, that's a K3S thing. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Because we have our K3S and then we installed Rancher on top of it. If we had a cluster that was like spawned from the Rancher management platform, a K3S cluster that was created from there, maybe it would be different, but
Okay. So
So I think all we have to do manually here is log into it and set the password.
yeah, because we have the. Do we still have the controller that like updates the node itself?
Yes.
So we don't have to do apt update, upgrade or anything. It's gonna see that it's behind and update it for us.
Yes, it will. I think we should comment that out.
Well, we can just update it now anyway.
Well, the reason I say that is I feel like we should do that for the stream's sake, because apt update takes forever to run.
Yeah, how does that work for the operator that does that?
Just kicks off that thread on the node.
So that node's just going to be hung until that.
It's just going to be doing work.
Okay, so if it's just doing it in the background, then are we okay?
Yeah, we will be okay. Put a pin in that thought. I'm with you on the thing there. Jablan is going to hook me up with something that I need to know. You can use SSH keygen-r hostname to remove a particular fingerprint from known host. Pog, thank you. Thank you very much for that. SSH keygen-r, then the hostname. So then just my IP.
That's a pro tip right there.
Thank you for that pro tip. Let's give it a shot. Or it's going to melt my computer. Watch. You just trust Jablan's the one-liner.
Yep.
I've trusted more or less trusted one-liners before and survived. So. It's 14.
Boom.
Bonk.
All right, filing that away for later.
Sweet. Now, all I got to do is remember the one-liner, or else I'm just going to vim the file like I always do. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Okay. We don't want to apt update. Not yet.
I would say not.
Okay.
Did you reset the password?
Password set.
Okay. I believe our Ansible takes care of setting the hostname.
Believe it does as well.
So, yeah, I think we just.
All right. Here's the part. Oof.
We're gonna have to edit some stuff though.
I know.
We'll be fine. It's fine. Sam can do some post processing.
Or just take off my screen for a minute. They don't need to see this part.
Well, let's just go to the. Okay, fine.
Way fast.
Hold on. Why am I? Okay, I alt tabbed for some reason. Okay. There are 3 different modules that we have. Right. We have primary master, secondary master, I think, or something like that, and then we have workers or whatever. So you need to make this node a secondary master.
Right. Just a master.
By master.
And we will. And we're going to name it controller 1 again now.
Yeah. YY. Pro tip: YY and P. I love this. Thank you. I've known that one for a while. Do we want? We don't need any in the primary master role then at this point.
Correct.
And then we will comment out that maybe it won't even run if there aren't any hosts for it. Okay.
It won't.
Okay.
So yeah, just comment out all other nodes except for the one.
Gotcha. Should be fine to run it and to run it anyway, but I like the way you're thinking today.
Another pro tip: GC to comment.
What?
If you highlight and then GC.
Highlight?
Oh boy. All right, never mind.
Dude.
If you
I think you're
go into
talking
visual mode is what I meant by highlight. V for visual mode. Then
I'm in visual mode.
Up. Yeah.
Oh, bro.
GC.
Why can't we show this? There's no passwords.
Don't worry about it.
I forgot we were.
It's just
even
me
showing
struggling.
Oh no! I want to show the file here. This is good for the stream. So
Pull it up.
now that we know there's no passwords, just stay here.
I know. Let me see.
All
if,
right.
I'm gonna have to edit this all out anyways. It's so choppy.
It's what?
Is it-
So choppy.
It's not choppy. Oh, you mean just the conversation is choppy?
Yeah. The flow of what we're doing here.
It's fine.
At least
it's
he didn't
conversational.
say. At least he didn't say it was scuffed, because that's my least favorite word, and Sam sometimes uses that.
Oh,
So
I do like that word.
Gosh, I hate that word. Visual mode is the
So-
letter V. Right?
Yes.
Yep.
Highlight the stuff.
And then try GC and like move to the right.
GC doesn't do anything, bro.
All right.
Anyways, long story short, this is the
Thank you.
what do we call this? The host file.
Yes.
Right. So this is the
This is our
host
host.
file.
It's our inventory file.
Can you open it back up real quick?
Oh, well, sure.
I mean, we're streaming this for a reason, right? So if you're not familiar with Ansible, you create things called modules, which is like a collection of instructions, like just little bash scripts, whatever. It's not bash, but you get what I mean. And you can assign these modules to different sets of hosts. So this is your file that you create to tell which hosts have which modules. So in this case, we have a primary master, we have normal masters, and we have workers. And then we tell it which hosts each one belongs to. You give it a host name as well as the IP address it can find it at. So that's all this file does. Inventory file, yes. We don't do Ansible that often anymore, so forgive my vernacular.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to swap controller in for every time we say master.
I do.
Controller, yeah.
Big brain. Okay. Is that all we need to do?
I would also go
We gotta do the
into.
pre. Go ahead.
I would also go into the common module. And
Don't do it.
I can't remember if it's. I think it's if it's a main or a init. I don't know. You're gonna have to go into one of them. I would actually comment out the
I don't have a good way to
apt.
like hide this. You know what? I could look. Let me just look it up on a different machine.
You're fine. Here,
You're fine,
I'll go
just
to a
put
different
this
screen
in
for now.
Thank you.
Going to a different screen. Just comment out the sudo or the apt stuff, just because it takes like 45 minutes to an hour. We don't have time for that. We'll do it later. He doesn't believe me.
It's just not what I remember.
I mean, we did a lot of updates to it, like in the last couple months.
The Ansible?
think we
Do you
might do that.
just
This is what you guys did. I don't know.
Yeah.
just go into the common area, open up either main or init, and type
Yeah,
/apt. Find that
It was right there.
thing and then comment it out. Super easy.
Yeah, go back to init. It was like the second one. Update all packages to their latest.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, just comment out that one.
Visual. Oh
Okay.
my god.
I think it was a plugin. But if you go to visual and then Shift I, and then type your comment. Okay, I don't know. It's
No.
not working.
You guys got too much fancy. Actually, yeah, there probably
Is there anything here that can't be shown? I don't see anything.
No, you're good.
Okay, screen sharing. So while you comment out those like 5 lines there, let's see. Jablon says, what are the most used tools that you guys use? By tools, I mean something like Ansible, K3S, etc. Depends on who we're working with or what we're working with. When we're working on our cluster here, it's running Raspberry Pis. So we do use Ansible for that. And we do like K3S because it runs really well as a single binary on Raspberry Pis. So that's awesome. We love that. When we're out in the cloud, we typically use Terraform. So we have a Terraform work center we created with Terraform Cloud, and we have different Terraform modules for the different clouds. And then when we work with certain clients, it really depends on what they have on-prem. So we've done stuff with OpenStack as well, where we've had to write heat code or just bash. So it just kind of depends. Okay, it looks like you're ready.
I think so. If that's all we need to do.
There is one other thing you're gonna have to do, and this I know has a password, so I am going to move away from the screen again.
We got to be init.
Go to the masters module, not the primary master, just the normal master, and you're gonna have to tell it to not join controller 1, because that's what we did by default.
Okay. That's definitely got my token in it. Yeah, we could have solved this by just setting this as an environment variable like a year ago, but it's a hobby. We need to do a better job at this one. At any rate, controller 2 is now the one that we want it to join to.
And it does have all of the extra options, right, for etcd and all that?
It does.
Good.
No, I think that's just on the main one, right?
Oh, on the etcd stuff. Sorry.
This looks old.
normal.
This is old. Do you not have the latest code pulled down?
This is the work center on our Bastion.
It's not right.
Okay.
I mean, I thought we had done it from there because that's where you run stuff from, but
Yeah, it's not up to date.
Bigs, bunch of hosts, init. That's right. What version are we running now? We're running 120 bigger.
yeah,
124. Well,
right.
Can you do a... I mean, I guess you could stash this. Do a git stash and then do a git pull.
Stash push.
on the K3S feature. Do.
Yep, I'll insert some.
I wish we could show all this. This is also really good stuff to show.
No,
we're doing
my
Git
terrible
magic right now.
My terrible workflow. Oh baby.
You don't have terrible workflows. It's just we don't have this little node set up necessarily. So you have to do everything manually.
Yeah, but I mean, we would have done it from the Bastion when we did it. And I know there's stuff that, like, I've PR'd in that we didn't necessarily have, but
I don't think you guys did it on this one.
I mean,
If I made changes, I'd probably just did them right in GitHub. I know that sounds horrible.
well, yeah, but even if you did that, it's got to be run from the Bastion.
I don't think we ever ran it. The other nodes I actually set up manually. Because when we rebuilt the cluster, I don't remember. I remember though that we at one point I went through
Did you
each
take
node.
notes?
Yes.
Did
and
you put them?
we put it in Ansible. They're in Ansible.
Right.
I swear. They're out there. Just pull down the latest code.
Seems easy. GitHub made it so hard to use their stuff. Can't
They
even
did.
off.
I actually don't like the GHCLI that they rolled out.
I think it's cool.
Sam loves it.
He's young. All right. Well, I'm gonna init this node first because we didn't do that, and we have to do that, right? That's what.
Yes, good call.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, can I show the screen again?
Yes.
Right. So, Jablon, since you're interacting with us the most, I'm just going to talk directly to you. We are not Ansible experts. We don't use it that often. But when we were setting this up, in order to allow our Kubernetes Ansible package to actually just like automatically log in to all the nodes, we basically found another separate Ansible package that copied over the RSA keys and all that for us automatically. So we always just run that first manually. If we have any new nodes. So that's what we're talking about. He's going to run our Ansible init playbook.
Are we doing on time? We're doing good, right?
Yeah. I mean, we only have like 15 minutes left, but
Plenty.
password.
Password. So this is kind of where, if you had a bunch of them, it automates not needing to do password stuff anymore. But you got to start somewhere. So we start like this. I know there are bigger brain ways to just start out with your SSH key installed on the node. We're not doing that. We're just doing it this old way. Okay.
I love that you say understood. I use that all the time.
Understood. Yes. Noted. Where did you
If
run
Grizz
this
is still
from?
here. Is Grizz still here? Grizz is still here. He always uses heard. Heard.
I heard. That's what the kids say.
It's Master Chef. Gordon
I love that. Well,
Ramsay.
he said he worked in a kitchen in the past, and that was his way of telling people like, "Yep, I heard what you told me to do." That stuck with me. Me and Ashley use that all the time.
Did I use the wrong? I'm stupid.
What'd you do?
Nothing. God. Get
I'm gonna
at
watch
me.
you
What is
flail.
the deal? Seriously. Username.
Isn't your username your email? Yeah.
Doesn't look right.
Oh, that looks terrible. Keep going.
It's not right. See, it's not that.
I
It's
thought
this
you.
one.
Yeah, dude, look at that. Support for password authentication was removed on August 13, 2021.
Wah.
Just type GH and hit enter. Yeah, it's on there already because of this problem. So you need to
So what do you do?
GH auth login. Yeah, that first one. Oh. So GitHub token environment variable is out there. All right, good to know. Good to know. Can we do a Git pull? Sam, you're the expert on this thing, right?
Oh,
GH.
Sam, this is your favorite thing.
Can we do
No,
a
you choose
GH
Git.
poll or something?
No. I don't think so.
We're using HTTPS. This is
I don't know, man. Just clone it in a new directory or something.
oh my
if you can.
gosh. I thought you were the
Wanna-
GH guy. Well, no, I'm gonna learn something.
I mean, GH.
I'm gonna learn
yeah,
something.
but
I'm not gonna be obtuse to this future that I live in.
GH.
But I have
repo
some
clone,
disdain for it. Question?
GH repo clone devs operative.
No
and then
kidding.
the repo name.
I don't know. That?
Yeah, devs operative and then the repo.
Okay. Repo is Ansible RPi K8s. Unauthorized.
Clone
sense.
devs operative slash.
Yeah.
The repo name.
Org name, repo name. Try it.
Okay.
Just do that. Do that.
I'm doing it. The value of GitHub token environment variable is being used for auth. To have the CLI store the credentials, instead, first clear the value from the environment.
Clear it. Set. Yeah, export. Sorry. I'm used to fish. So sue me.
No.
Yes.
If this works, so help me. God.
Easy.
Yes. Oh, yeah. What? This is weird.
Take that.
Yeah, you can't open a browser.
Yeah, I think there's a workaround for it.
Do I literally
Yeah,
need
there
to
is.
get my token?
Doesn't it give you a...
Please try entering the URL in your browser manually.
Do it.
I'm having a good time.
The best
I
part
I
is
kind of am.
after you're done, I'll be able to jump on the Bastion and then use your Git.
Yes.
I'm
be your
instantly
credentials.
logging out. God, I hate this. Linus didn't have this in mind. That's all I'm saying. I'm not.
Hey. Okay, now do the clone again. That's the one.
It's just that.
Look,
easy.
you're doing it. You're like a professional.
I am a professional.
And all of this will be edited out of our YouTube video.
Really? This is the fun part.
Sam thinks we're moving too slow and that we are, what's the term that you hate? Scuffed?
Yeah.
He thinks this is a scuff thing. Yeah, if Foxy's watching this, he's like, oh my god, these guys are so stupid. A YouTube video. The vlog's gonna suck. I think it's gonna be great.
Any chance you can zoom in there?
With my newfound skills, I can zoom anywhere.
Nice.
Are you on the right branch? I think you have to be on the K3S branch.
You merge it in?
There's a PR.
I don't think so.
Yeah, this is what I've been saying. Every time we've gone to it in the last year, I'm like, isn't there still stuff out there that we need to take care of? You guys are like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Sam, don't worry about
He hates it.
I do. Oh my gosh. That branch has been out there for like 2 years.
I could solve this right now by just deleting master and then cloning K3S's master, and he wouldn't be any the wiser. Or I could just merge the PR. I don't know what the deal is. All right.
it. He's having so much
I'm
fun.
actually having fun. I mean, I do.
This is what it feels like to collaborate with your coworkers.
It's all good. Get stash pop. What am I? Seriously? Never mind. Don't ever do that. Oh, baby. Actually, what I want to do is now reset.
This is fun.
I learned all. Dang it. Get. Restore. Staged. You love it. You love to see it.
You know, we have a great stream plan for everybody today. We are going to be installing a new operating system, installing Kubernetes, rejoining the cluster. It's going to be great. And for 45 minutes, we're going to be figuring out how to use Git again.
This is, I mean, this is everybody. To think that we're the only people that have this kind of, everybody gets snagged on the dumb stuff someday, okay? It's just a matter of time.
You know, the thing is, though, the things are, we know Git really well.
Way too well.
But
And not
the
even
things that we're getting stuck on are like authenticating.
Well, it's because GitHub changed. I didn't
And
change.
you don't do it very often. Once you do it, you're done. So you do it like once.
I know it. Why? And here we are. P.
We're back.
And we're back. I don't have the Vim plugin that makes this amazing.
What'd you do?
What was that?
Oh, look at that. We have like an LB one and a Bastion one.
Ooh, you guys.
Yeah.
This is mostly Sam. Those are definitely Sam only.
Thank you, Sam.
Yep.
I will merge that PR. Just, I don't know why I haven't. We'll just
Don't
do it.
run those.
What do you mean don't run those? For a minute, you're like, dude, why didn't you click the PR?
Well, I told
now
you
you're like,
guys we need
well-
to test those.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's just the Cloudflare stuff, right?
I love you so much.
Yeah.
All right. You're my favorite. All right.
Just so you know, Dan, Javelin's got
Yo.
your back.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's just a thing. Yeah, to context switch into a new work center, if you're not in it all the time, yeah, you look like you scuff it up. Hate it. The word. And
I like the word flail.
flailing like crazy. I need you to do nothing for a minute. So now we're going to go back in.
Hold on. That has our password, so moving away. Go ahead. And Sam, I know you do have to leave early, so just let us know, and I can switch to like a 2-person scene or something.
Yeah, I'm basically there if you want to work on that.
All right, hold on.
Sam, it's
Hold
been
on.
a joy talking to you today. It actually is. I loved it.
Oh yeah, so much fun.
Oh wow,
I had a
it's
great
already
time.
set up to work perfectly. How about interview 2? Oh my God, they both work. All right, so we are going to.
Don't put it back on my mode.
I won't. We are going to say goodbye to Sam right now. There we go.
Bye.
Goodbye, Sam.
See you
See you,
guys.
Sam.
Have fun.
Did we? No, we did not figure out. That was a new. So we use, in order to do these like multiple people, multiple screen share things, we use something called Video Ninja. And it's been great. We've honestly been using it for like 2 years. Solid. Super solid. 1 year?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 year. And recently Streamlabs came out with this new product called Collab Cam. And I'm like, sweet. Because to set up this Video Ninja, now I haven't, there might be an easier way to do it, but every time I have to like I have to create like a shared room, everybody joins it, and then I have to like grab each of their individual like feed URLs and hook it all up. It takes me a good like 10 to 15 minutes to get set up for a stream. And this Collab Cam, I'm like, oh, what if this makes it easier? And it does. It does everything I want it to do. And I thought it was really cool. Turns out there's some bugs. So no, I have not figured out why it was doing that. But it just came out like a week ago. So I'm assuming it's just working out the bugs.
It is free.
It is.
All right. I am turning off apt update. Doing all the things again. There's some really fun stuff in here, actually.
Yeah, we added some new stuff too. Can I go back to screen share? Are we good?
1 second. I think we're good. Yeah.
Okay. Screen share. 2 people. I feel like I'm in a new spot though. It's okay.
We're almost there, people. Thanks for hanging in with us. We're going to give this a shot. We've initted the cluster. Everything should be SSHable and stuff. And we're going to tell controller 1 to join the K3S cluster using controller 2 as its home base. And hold on to your butts. Question?
Hold the password. Did it look current or did it look old?
Which password?
I'll answer your question in just a sec, Javelin. The password, the join password. Did it look current or did it look old?
Looked okay. Well, I don't know.
Looked okay?
I don't know what it currently is supposed to be. So.
Do you have Discord up right now?
Yeah.
Is it going to overlay?
Join us in the Discord. No.
All right, hold on.
If Sam were here, he'd do. Boom.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, it did not show up on the stream. So, was it like was
Yeah.
it that?
I think so.
Okay,
Good.
good.
What's the worst that could happen? The thing's already broke. No! Okay, step 1. It didn't like SSH. Oh, look at that. SSH.
Oh,
Keygen.
yeah.
-F. Look at it's actually telling me your pro tip. I appreciate that. Which means it's double
-R.
confirmed. Is it -R? Sorry.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Wow, our stream must be. There must be like 0 delay on our stream. Holy cow, that's crazy.
We got good internet. Try again. There's probably a way to auto yes that. He likes the quality. We're doing it. We've upped our quality. And it's installing NFS for Longhorn. Next. Very good.
To answer your question, Jablon, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I know you're supposed to be able to run Ansible over and over again without a problem. We've changed it a lot. And I don't want to mess up any of the existing nodes right now. On stream especially. So I'm just like, ultra safe, let's just comment them out. Isn't it better to just specify the host you want to run against it? Oh, you mean pass it in on the command line?
Probably. It's rebooting the Pi.
Oh, you know what? I've never done that, but that makes sense. That is a good idea. All the pro tips coming out today. I like it.
We're way smarter when we have the stream up. We have the collective intelligence of Jablon and us. And our other followers who may be lurking. Who may be... I don't know why people come here. Come here for our jokes. Probably.
I've actually learned a lot from our viewers, to be honest. Oh, yeah. It's been great.
Absolutely. Let's go.
And, as much as I love the Twitch stream stuff, I would say a big reason why we do this, too, is to produce YouTube content. Yeah. I don't think any of us are so artistic or inclined to create standalone YouTube videos. And we found that getting together and filming it like this made it so we actually did it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Controller 1 failed. Unsupported parameter. Line in file. Module search string. Supported parameters include blah, blah, blah.
Task. Allow usernames with dots? That's something that Sam must have added. I bet you that has to do with
He just left.
Cloudflare.
Let me back the bus up. Okay.
I would just honestly, if this were me, because this is just our cluster.
This is you. This is us.
I would just honestly comment that task out.
Is it com?
Because that's a new task. I don't even what's it trying to call?
Oh, it's in common.
Yeah, it's in common.
Common. Can you please remove the thing?
Or add ignore errors. Look at this. Try that.
What, dash ignore errors?
What is it specifically?
Let's check.
Oh, in the task itself.
Okay.
Oh. He's going to hook us up. All right, let's open it up.
Thanks. I believe there are also sensitive data in this comment. Ignore errors, colon, yes, cool. Can you change the scene?
Sure.
He hates to do it, but you need to do it.
Oh, we got it. I have all the power.
You're doing great.
It's the same indentation as line in file.
Okay. It's not common init. Oh, it's common main. Install blah blah blah. Should we have a wheel? Usernames with dots.
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at the chat. And we're adding ignore errors.
Right, there's a password in there.
Yes.
I would add it
it.
to the next one too. Yeah, that's all stuff Sam added for the Cloudflare login.
Okay. That's very cool.
It is cool.
Okay.
We'll have 11 node.
We are ready to fire that off again. Oh,
he says run.
Do we really? Shouldn't it be? It should already be there.
I think
We
we're
should be okay with that. Because we didn't like reflash the node. We've got that kind of time. Yeah, no, good call though. Scene change, activate. Let me push my stream deck button.
Stream change. Got it. Let's go.
If it reboots it again, I'm gonna be very upset. It's gonna.
Yeah.
Should be fast.
Look at that. There's the Longhorn stuff. You see that?
Yeah. It ignored it.
Look at that.
Okay.
Now what a fail on.
This didn't look good.
Wait, is that that's the K3S script?
Yep. Yeah, the tabs were super weird in there. So if you would,
Yep.
thank you.
Yep. I am producer. Superpowers. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why that got all wacky. But I'm not going to say anything to Sam about it. This will just be our little secret.
To be fair, we don't have a good way of testing it.
Going again. Well, the way to test it would be we need more pies, or we need to take some pies out so that we can get back into that other zone where y'all were doing that. Or, I mean, really, that's the way, because this is pretty specific. That's pretty much the way.
Can I swap back?
Yes. Failed again. So, no.
Same thing?
Yes.
What did the error say?
It doesn't like the tabs. Like, there's literally
Doesn't like
tabs
tabs.
in the file. Yeah. So we'll get rid of the tabs. Spaces are tabs. Spaces are better. Yeah. That's really weird. I don't know. Formatting just got pissed. I will fix it. This is why we keep it in Git. So that's always... Did you run that playbook before the first time? You know, if you look over our catalog of the summer, Makita and Sam especially were doing lots of new stuff, lots of playing around, and getting us to where we are now. And now we're kind of like at the end of that experiment, and we really don't want to mess with it too much. If we wanted to be massive brain, we'd tear everything down, do integration testing, and we're just not interested in doing that this time. So
Yeah. Honestly, this is the first time we're running this iteration of the book. Now, it's not that different, but we've basically, what this iteration has in it is a whole bunch of changes to get Longhorn working from a persistent storage perspective, because we worked through that and we found out, we have to include a whole bunch of extra packages and stuff for it to be able to talk to the underlying storage. So there's that we added, and then we moved away from Dex and Gangway to Rancher Server. So we got rid of a whole bunch of the K3S options and had to include new K3S options. And we also added a whole bunch of etcd backup stuff. So we added that too to the K3S arguments. And so we finally put it all in here, and those are the changes that we're running for the first time. Everything else is the same though.
No. Okay.
Again?
Nope. This
Now
is
it's wrong.
Oh God. Everything's wrong. Mark. Sam's gonna have to comment this out. Again.
Oh, do you want me to switch?
Yep.
Okay. I have switched. Pet my dog. All right.
We're gonna get through this. This is why we have this
Wait.
time.
Do you want me to switch?
No. Nope. It fails pretty fantastically on the join, and that's where there's sensitive information.
Okay.
And I need to have it fail spectacularly again.
Looks like it didn't fail.
Didn't fail this time. Oh, because it saw K3S is already installed. I mean, we can go. Yeah, you can flip back. Let's take a look.
Flip back. I mean,
What do we got to lose? Let's see what's going on out here.
oh,
we never
that's
deleted-
why it failed. We never deleted the node. That's why it failed to join. God. I was talking about this ahead of time to prevent this problem. Okay, so now I would just go into the Ansible and get rid of the check to see if it's been installed before or not. I will move away again from the screen because I think there is a password in that. We are so close. So close.
Okay.
We're good?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's running. I'm running it again.
All right. Swapping back. Okay, so we believe the reason why it failed that last time was because the controller with that name already existed. But we have now deleted that. And hopefully this time it just runs. Nope.
Conditional check failed.
I think you just have to get rid of that conditional check. Right, so see how the other one is win? Just coming out the win. There you go. You're fine.
I'm feeling good
Relax.
about this. I'm getting a little discouraged.
Don't get discouraged. It's about to work.
It's always darkest before the dawn. Got to get to the third act where it looks like they're never gonna get it.
See, look at that. Done. What does that say, though? What does the warning say? Consider using a URL?
There you go, boys and girls. Green button. Next question. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Ta-da!
What does it say? Consider using get URL or URI module rather than running curl. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We could do that.
There she is.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Ta-da! Thank you, Makita. Thank you, Jablan, for the assist. Holy moly. Any questions?
Yeah. Any questions?
I'm glad it's done. I think this video, this is the nice thing. Like the VOD, we have to take down the VOD, but we recorded this and kind of have your retro already recorded. We know what we need to do. Should I push up these changes? I'll probably push up these changes.
What changes?
Well, I'll push up a branch of, hey, this is what we had to do in order to do maintenance. And then maybe we could define a new role or sort things around so that if we ever do need to node swap stuff and it happens to be the primary controller, I don't know, maybe this is just an edge. I don't know. You know what I mean? I feel like the work center should be robust enough to have dealt with this, but at the same time, controller one. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? I actually, I went the route of being ultra conservative because we haven't run it in so long. But the things that we ran into, one was it won't run if K3S is already there. So that would have saved us. So yes, we could have rerun this, no problem.
Yeah.
2, I kind of think we just get rid of the apt update and everything from the Ansible altogether because we do that automatically as a part of the operator in Kubernetes now. So it can just run at its own pace. I do think it'd be good to pull out some kind of argument or environment variable for what node we want it to join.
Yeah, we could abstract like everything.
Other than that, though, I think it works just as is. To be honest, I think it looks pretty solid. I think what we should do is merge to master and get rid of all the other branches. I think we need to clean it up a little bit, do a little maintenance. Other than that, though, I think it worked perfectly.
Yeah. I like it. I love doing this stuff. I mean, I love this cluster. It's a good reason to click buttons. Keep it going.
And keep in mind, the operator is going to do that by itself.
Okay.
That's true. Jablon's saying that is good content, so we could just do that on stream. You know what else I would really like to do? The password. All of those should just be in a separate variable file.
They should all be
so we don't ever have to show that on stream.
Yeah, they just need to be abstracted away. For goodness. I know. What are you going to do? We'll fix that. I know, this is good stuff. It's a good tool. But we've been using it a while, so I kind of take it for granted, But it was nice spending some time with it again.
Okay.
I think we're good. We'll
I think we're good too.
2 hours or whatever.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Jablon, thank you for your participation. Very appreciated. And we'll get this VOD posted up on YouTube here soon. And next week we will have more content. And as a sneak peek, I think we're gonna put together a series coming up soon on OpenShift, Red Hat's OpenShift platform. We've spent the better part of this year showing everybody and doing pretty deep dives on Rancher. everything from their persistent storage to their server to how easy it is to stand up a cluster with K3s. I think we actually did a stream on Terraform with Rancher proper, RKE. So we did a lot with Rancher. So I think going forward in 2023, we're going to do a big series on Red Hat's OpenShift next. So I look forward to that. And have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you guys later.
See ya. See ya, Chris.